famous. They LA, they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not savings. Be liking my flavor. I think it's cars. Ice on the wrist. On the wrist. On the wrist. Watch out, cuz. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Throwing on first down, Perry. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Come on, Keith. Hike the ball, Slim.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I mean, I'm trying to hike the ball. You got a whole lot of stars over there, man. Jesus.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Could be 4 down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, Perry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
I'm going to get all of that back. Just believe that shit. Watch my boy work. Watch my boy work.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, come on, dog. You're an X-Factor with 95 catch and
pretty
practice.
good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the
football. That's literally what you brought here
he
for.
wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
No bullshit.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Oh, that one.
Perry.
Good
Throw going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Let's see you, Keith. Let's see you, Keith. You about to get on that halfback inside zone click with everybody else? Yeah. I'm waiting for it. I don't know how you got that one off.
He was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game.
Stop it right now.
That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
No more
Most of
yards
these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
No more yards for Keith.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get some.
2nd and 9 now. Letting one fly
That's me.
deep for Cooper.
That's me.
That one may be incomplete.
They better not. He's out of bounds.
Could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
I'm
Trying
done.
to cover Cooper there a little too
done.
closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Okay, break. Spotting 56. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
They just gave a motherfucker that's out of bounds a pass interference, man.
Now Elliott.
The ball can't lie, man. Come on, man. You can't let him in his end zone, man.
6 to the 3-yard line.
The football got to tell the story, man.
Defensively, they must have been
That's
expecting a
wow.
pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of
This
the
game's
blitz as the
motherfucker passing
linebacker was
interference.
freed
He's
up in
2
order to
yards
stop
out of
that one
bounds,
for
man.
a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to
The fuck
audible
they
to
do
something
that?
a little more advantageous.
Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal.
Play defense, fellas. The
He'll
ball
look to
don't lie.
throw.
The ball don't lie, sir.
Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Ball don't lie.
It's off the left.
The ball
and it
don't
carries
lie.
away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Justice has been served.
So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range,
going to the
that
house.
is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
They'll run with Geiths. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of
defense, boy.
scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go to work, boy.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry. Benjamin's got it. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Redskins send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
My ball. There you go.
What friends are for.
Muff the punt.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already.
Dropping everything.
On first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
All right, no more excuses, fellas. Finish eating now. Now it's time to kick your ass. Whew. All right.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Perry. He's going to take off with it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Geis, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
You really did watching my videos,
2
man.
yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
You're in my playbook right now, bro. I don't appreciate that, Keith.
I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere. So he'll lose about 3 on the play. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 13. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. And it's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
It's all me. It's all me. Got him.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Cooper was the target there. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise,
one more
and
block,
turn it into positive.
It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's get off the field. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
To throw on second down. Perry. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Get off the train tracks.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Hey, hold. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on third and long. Perry is going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And the drive starts with a completion, left side.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready. 8, read. No chance. 51, Mike. Mike 51. I 7, let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51, go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll
Why you keep pausing, Keith?
Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 1st down, Perry. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones.
Pass interference, nigga. What?
Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now it's the backup Prescott. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, Keith.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Love's my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Love's my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for?
Oh, okay, I got water. I mean, I'm good. Okay. Is it enough? Were you taking some of that to lunch? It was good. I'd like to get a little bit more. I didn't want a lot. I just want a little bit more. Yeah.
Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the boat is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs and hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with the squad. I'm playing my part. Like them LeBron. Rings to the team. I put Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me. Just win for me. Don't kill for me. Just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together. Leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart. I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Man, on my heart, know I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, another loss. GPS, another loss. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they know they taking notice.
Oh, how to get back up? How to get back up? Can't take no off. You better call back up. Already need down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up.
Get the fuck out, man. What is that? He said y'all got 3 bands coming with y'all. That's the R&B go-go band, man. That's dude Bink in there, man. This some old head motherfuckers, bro. So after you hit him with that, that's when he called you?
Yep. So, I don't know, bad shit. But,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Seeing if he can lock me some.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Same day?
Are you ready?
The same day?
Get ready, no.
Yeah, the same day or next Saturday.
Wow. You want to celebrate the birthday? I'm playing Thursday.
You're playing Thursday, whatever.
Have no.
This be the green light. Go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know.
That's fucked up, though. I told you that nigga be on some shit now, man. I mean, it ain't that he be on some. He just don't have the people around him that was running his business. He wasn't never running that shit. Damn, man. I don't even know. I don't even know if nothing I can come up with, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was thinking of, huh? Okay. Oh man, wait a minute. Can he play with them? Why you gotta go to a promoter? Oh, okay. Yeah, it definitely does. What you gonna do when he calls you the next time? He's gonna call you. Cause he did. I mean, he genuinely has a good heart. He's not a fucked up individual. I'm gonna tell you right now why he didn't fuck them over and screwed you. His Slave Rhythm been going into him longer than we have. They've been with him for about 3-4 years. You feel me? There was another band. They was called something else before. And different people in that band used to sound for him up there and all that other stuff. So he had a fucked up decision to make. And he chose history. So he's going to try to make it up to you. I will give him that much. I'm not saying he a fucked up dude. I'm saying he don't run his business well ever since there's good people left. You feel me? Oh well, yeah, that part, yeah, I can't justify that. There would have been some fighting.
Saying amen, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click.
Right.
Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger.
Oh. What? Who did he tell this? He might have told Bump that because he used to play up there with that R&B band, with that jazz band, so he probably know him. But that still ain't excusing it, but damn, man. Damn, man. You just found that out tonight? So you just what? I was just about to ask you that. Oh, yeah, well that's true. No, he will. Or he'll get a message to you somehow. I'm glad he don't know you my peoples, because he'd be calling me trying to get me to play in between to make it right, man. I'm glad he don't come like this with that shit. Nigga, make your own shit right. Huh?
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins.
I'm going out and get some of this motherfucking crank on Thursday, man.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
We took their spot for the night. They out of town, so she called us, asked us to fill in. Yeah. Hope all that crowd comes, we get some more people. Yeah. Oh man, I got you. I'll hit you with it tonight. All right, bro.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get
Hey, deny that, man.
Let's go.
Thank you. Let's get this train on the road the right way, man.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geiths. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Geiths. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's how you pick up a 1st down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the 1st down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Now after the run by Geiths, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Whatever the fuck that was.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here.
Where the flag at,
Maybe
bro?
not exactly what they had in
Where the
mind,
fuck the
but
flag
that
at, bro?
scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
What's the run? They're running it.
Throwing on 1st down. Perry. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
He's making me pull out my new routes and shit, my new concepts before the motherfucking playoffs, man. Damn. Loosen that defense up a little bit, man. Don't make me go to my motherfucking.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff, Geiths going right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Good shit.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Back to throw. Perry. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside
making me go to my bag of tricks too early, man.
Good pick up there, 26 yards.
See, I got something for when the dudes be shading. You gonna play me straight up, or you gonna get cooked. Don't shade my motherfucking out route, man. I got something for you.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He's down inside the 10 to the 8.
I know that boy a horse.
Comes on a gain of 8.
He's just going to keep pounding
the
on you.
impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Come back here.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Mike 55, right there in the middle, 55. Drop deep, 25, check 25, check 25.
Now a run with Geis. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Set, cut, 54, Mike 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. Yo, baby, I got you. Right there, 54, right there.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
This call down near the goal line.
Boy.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there. Doesn't
look like it.
They'll
look like
wind up
nobody's
losing
fooled.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Check, ready, check 55, I'm coming after you. I'm coming on that ball.
Looking to throw. Perry. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Their mobile quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter. And they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry being chased out left.
Come on,
he's
bro.
taken down.
That dude would have Dante Poe got 68 speed, so how he chasing down my court?
Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
It is all good.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
You in the middle of motherfucking Central Avenue.
Mike 55, Mike 55. So don't say nothing. Mike 55.
Back to throw. Perry. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the, and that's caught inside the 30.
That's what you here for, AJ Green.
38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. To throw on 2nd down. Perry escaping the pressure right. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd down, here's Geiths. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
First down 10 at the 16-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
That's how that goes.
Darius Geis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Yeah, put the last piece in there. Yeah, I don't, yeah. I'll burst.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. I was going to let this go for the end zone.
That's definitely me.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run.
They don't call offensive pass interference?
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit.
Word.
Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll run with Elliott, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
That might be a problem. That might be a problem, fellas. Holy shit.
On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked, instead it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Mike front 4. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Perry. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Perry. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the gun on 3rd down. Perry. It's brought in by Dodson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, Perry. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. Give me some time.
Looking to throw. Perry. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Redskins send out their punter. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they made. And that just means you're one big score away.
Oh, that's right. I ain't got my man down.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
You up, Matt Ioannidis?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Need a new hammer in the middle of that line. Sean Allen going for at least 6 weeks.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
No worries. Come on, Keith. The fuck? This week, like 8, you ain't got your lineup set yet?
His first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he lost the football.
No,
Pass
not like
20.
that. Not like that.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
You could have went for it.
So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Maher able to put this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second and 14. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Perry. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Come on, fellas. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott, he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and a yard, Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. On 2nd and 10, Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line. from the red zone now. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out. And try.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Hey, check right. Watching your 5. Don't get nervous.
To throw on third down. Perry. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First down, Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Pass Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 7. The 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Go, 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 go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Again they run. Again it's Geis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's Geis on the counter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Geis. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On the handoff, it's Geis. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Redskins send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Oh, Prescott stripped. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Washington, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will hit the road.